What would it feel like to play soccer with a monster? Not a real one, but a monster born from your own imagination. One that pushes you, breaks your limits, and forces you to become something unreal. In Blue Lock, that monster isn't your enemy, it's your ego. Most of you who is watching this, I know you already know who he is, but for those who don't, here is quick intro. Yoichi Isagi, a dedicated forward for Ichinan High School, a team renowned for its passing plays, harbored a fervent dream to become the world's best striker, a goal ignited by the legendary Noel Noah. However, within Ichinan's collaborative framework, Isagi routinely suppressed his own striker's instincts, prioritizing team cohesion and passing to his teammates. This internal struggle reached a critical juncture during the prefectural tournament final for the national championship. With the game hanging precariously, Isagi found himself in an ideal scoring position. For the first time, his individual ambitions surged, urging him to shoot. Yet, years of ingrained team-first thinking prevailed, and he passed, only to witness his teammates' shot go wide. Ichinan suffered a heartbreaking defeat, leaving Isagi consumed by a profound sense of regret. He couldn't shake the conviction that his inability to embrace his own striker's ego in that pivotal moment had cost them the victory. Fate, however, had an unforeseen trajectory for Isagi. Shortly after the tournament's conclusion, he received an unexpected invitation from the Japan Football Union. He was selected as one of 300 promising forwards nationwide to partake in a mysterious and revolutionary project known as Blue Lock. Isagi is easygoing and has a generally friendly, cheery personality, but his simple and innocent habits often get on the nerves of the people around him. He tends to avoid any childish squabbles among other Blue Lock competitors, and tries to be a peacekeeper between his friends and rivals. At the beginning of Blue Lock, Isagi is massively unsure of himself and his skill due to being the second lowest ranked player in Blue Lock initially, and his conflicting ideas of football. As time goes on, Isagi develops a more assertive presence on and off the field, becoming the foundation for Team Z and garnering the respect of some of the best players in Blue Lock, who mostly have heavily assertive or dominant personalities. Initially, Isagi was unsure on how to proceed in Blue Lock due to being taught an ideology during his time in high school that conflicted with what was being promoted in Blue Lock, as well as being unsure on how to be egotistic. However, starting with Team Z's first win and subsequent wins thereafter, Isagi becomes well acquainted with the rush of victory and the cold ruthlessness needed to survive in Blue Lock. As time goes on, he becomes willing to step on the plans and dreams of his opponents and teammates in order to score a goal and go further in Blue Lock. When it comes to football, he is ambitious and calculated, willing to change and adapt, to get the right chemical reactions out of his teammates, to stay a step ahead of their opponents and be the best player on the field. There are many characters in Blue Lock with unique and interesting personality. If you have, tell me in comment, or if you want video on it, comment this too. What makes Yoichi Isagi so darn interesting? He's not the fastest, not the strongest, and doesn't have some flashy, overpowered technique right off the bat. But trust me, this unassuming forward is a tactical genius in the making. At his core, Isagi's greatest strength lies in his spatial awareness and off-ball movement. Forget blazing speed. Isagi sees the field like a chessboard. He's constantly scanning, analyzing player positions, the flow of the game, and most importantly, the empty spaces. He doesn't just run, he intelligently navigates these blind spots, making himself available for crucial passes or lurking in perfect scoring positions that defenders often overlook. Think of it like this. While other strikers are sprinting directly towards the goal, Isagi is taking the back roads, the hidden pathways that lead to the same destination, often arriving unnoticed and with a crucial advantage. This isn't just luck. It's a calculated understanding of how the game unfolds. Next up, we have Isagi's direct shot. Now, it might not have the raw power of some other strikers, but its accuracy and his ability to unleash it quickly and precisely in those pockets of space he finds are deadly. He doesn't need a wind-up. He just connects with the ball in the right spot at the right time. What makes this shot so effective is its synergy with his spatial awareness. He appears in these unexpected locations and bam, a clean, accurate shot before the defense can react. It's all about efficiency and capitalizing on those fleeting opportunities. But Isagi isn't just reacting, he's constantly analyzing and adapting. He's like a sponge, absorbing information from every play, every opponent, every mistake. You see him constantly observing, processing, and then applying those lessons in real time. This analytical prowess allows him to predict opponent movements, understand their weaknesses, and refine his own strategies on the fly. Flow, as Ego describes it, is the state of total immersion, or being in the zone. It is the mental state in which a person performing some activity is fully immersed in a feeling of energized focus, full involvement, and enjoyment in the process of the activity. Isagi's flow state involves Isagi constantly using all of his weapons at once to read the field and the distortions caused by the players on it. With his metavision, he complexly reads the field and identifies player motivations and distortions, then takes advantage of these with his spatial awareness and reflex, and either mounts a surprise ironclad defense or a swift and unstoppable attack, using his positioning and one-touch passing. Isagi has unintentionally entered flow state numerous times during Blue Lock, even as early as the first selection, though his most impressive feat was entering flow during Bastard München's game against Mannheim City, taking control of the field and directly leading his team to a goal twice. Now this is where it gets really interesting. Isagi's puzzle piece mentality. He doesn't see himself as the lone star, he sees himself as a crucial component within a larger play. He understands how his abilities can fit with his teammates' strengths to create goal-scoring opportunities. This isn't to say he lacks ego, trust me, Blue Lock will fix that. But his initial approach involves understanding how his specific skills can be the missing piece that unlocks a scoring chance for the team. It's a unique perspective in a hyper-individualistic environment. Finally, and perhaps most importantly for his growth, is Isagi's rapid learning and evolution. We've seen him consistently identify his weaknesses, study his rivals, and adapt his game at an astonishing rate. Every challenge, every defeat, becomes fuel for his improvement. It is universal true that no one is perfect, and this is same with Isagi and the high-octane world of Blue Lock. Even the sharpest minds have areas where they need to improve. One of Isagi's most apparent initial weaknesses is his lack of exceptional physical attributes. Compared to some of the powerhouses and speed demons in Blue Lock, Isagi isn't the fastest runner, the strongest player, or the most agile dribbler. Another significant early weakness was Isagi's lack of strong individual ego and finishing prowess. While his puzzle piece mentality was insightful, it sometimes led to him prioritizing passes over taking crucial shots himself. He doubted his own ability to be the decisive goal scorer. While his spatial awareness is top-notch, Isagi's technical skills, particularly dribbling and ball control under pressure, were initially not as refined as some of the other top players. He wasn't the type to weave through multiple defenders with fancy footwork. His zodiac sign is Aries. His hometown is Saitama. His favorite football player is Noel Noah. His favorite food is kintsuba. He does not have any least favorite foods. His hobby is going for walks. He thinks his strong point is being able to find other people's strengths, and he thinks his weak point is that he questions other people's expressions too much. He started playing football at the age of 4. His dominant leg is his right side. His favorite color is light blue. He gets 7 hours of sleep each night. If it were his last day on Earth, he would like to eat some kintsuba with some delicious tea. The last time he cried was when he was frustrated that he lost at the prefectural tournament finals. His jumping height is 61 centimeters. His Ichinan team is the second strongest in Saitama. Yep, that was for today. Comment your favorite character from Blue Lock. Or if you want video on specific character from any game or anime, comment down.